Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the cards of the day. All right. Let's get shuffled up and ready to start here. For anyone who's not familiar with what the cards of the day are, they are love, money, emotional well-being, and well-being in general, spirit message, headlines, then the energy of the day, then the blessings of the day, or today's blessings, and then then I usually give a kind of a Reiki energy blessing, just kind of send it out to everybody. But this is essentially where I get my videos from. I keep saying this every morning and I apologize, but hopefully I'll be able to do some live questions on here today. I just keep getting bombarded with readings this week for some reason, and it's very good for me. I'm very happy that I'm getting all these readings. I just feel like I'm letting some folks down by not doing more lives for questions, but unfortunately there's nothing that I can do about that. If you would like to schedule a private reading, they are $20 for a half an hour or 3 questions, whichever comes first, and you can most definitely get a booking through my Facebook page, Readings by Jesse, and you can message me on here as well. I do through FaceTime, typically is my favorite method to do readings. I incorporate my spirit medium abilities, Reiki energy healing. I try to work out all the negative stuff while we're on and get rid of it, and remove any blockages that I can. And I use my tarot cards with all of it, and any kind of intuition or anything I get during my readings, I always relay. But my readings can also be about psychic development or psychic development, magic development questions, whatever. My readings or my booked times do not always have to be for readings. Okay. So, we have love first, and this can be family, friends, or romance. Two of Swords. You and your partner or you and your family have a lot of very important things to discuss, and you need to make sure that as you discuss them, move forward towards an actionable solution to the problems at hand. And I do feel like there's a lot of issues. Typically this is something revolving around like money and spending time with each other, things like that. It's usually some important big family decision, like a move, something massive. And the Seven of Cups. So, the Two of Cups is saying you have to make an important decision. The Seven of Cups is saying the gods are giving you options. The universe is giving you options as to how to solve the problem, because it knows you have to make an important decision. If you do not choose one of the options that the universe has presented you, it will eventually choose on its own, and it's going to spin it in a direction that cannot be controlled. Do not wait, do not hesitate. You need to make sure that you choose an option and make sure it's a good one. Now, what I'm feeling is that, to me, this is more of a, you've asked for romance, you've asked for love, you've asked for big things to happen with your family, good things. The universe is offering it to you. It's like, this is how you can get it. You might not necessarily like 100% how it's going about, but the universe is saying, here, you can have it. You need to move. You need to make a motion and make a choice. You've got multiple ways that you can go about it. Choose the path that is best for you, okay? Now, the money card's next. Sorry, my brain just went and skipped a second. Okay. I feel like I need to shuffle this a little bit more. I shuffled before I came on here, but for some reason it's just like as soon as that love reading was over, it was like the cards just felt wrong. So we'll just split these up too. All right, money cards. We have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is telling me that you're going to need to think creatively. You can get out of the financial situation that you are in. It's going to be by the skin of your teeth, and you're going to have to think outside the box and think creatively, but you can solve these problems that you're dealing with. There are solutions that you can find. And the Three of Pentacles is saying that part of that solution may be requesting assistance from both friends, financial people, work, public assistance. There's a lot of places where you can request money. But basically what this is telling me is part of the problem part of the solution is to simply ask for help or fill out some forms and send out requests or make some phone calls, call some government agencies, call your parents. If it's that severe, if it's that bad, thinking creatively may just be swallowing your pride and asking for help. Okay. And we have the well-being cards. The Ace of Coins. The Ace of Coins is saying that you have important decisions that need to be made on material matters. I know this sounds very similar to what the Two of Swords was saying, important decisions need to be made. This Two of Swords, the Swords is more mental energy. The Ace of Coins is specifically energy of the earth, financial energy. Irregardless, these decisions need to be made though. Now, earth energy is not always necessarily financial energy. It can also be something more earthbound or an earth-related issue. It can also be a health-related issue. Four of Pentacles. Or it really can be a money issue. You have some very important decisions that need to be made. And part of that is the Four of Pentacles represents you hoarding or holding onto your money so tightly that it's like a stranglehold, okay? And it's actually creating a wall around you, in between you and everyone else. The problem with that is this. You can only hold on to money or material possessions for so long. Important decisions need to be made on material matters, but you don't want to block everybody out and upset everyone while you're doing it. So basically what I'm thinking is this. It's a budget plan. You need to come up with a budget. You need to come up with something that's going to allow you to save a little bit more, allow you to be more protective of your finances, but don't be a total tyrant. Don't flip out when someone spends outside of that budget. Accidents happen. Things are going to happen. A budget is a rough plan. My advice is always to make it as scant as possible. Like, go the lowest possible budget that you can get to, bare minimum, and then give yourself a little bit of budgeted leeway. So you have, say, an extra $20 or $30 or $40 a week to be able to spend on random frivolous items. The reason why is because everyone does it, and you don't want to put a stranglehold over your family while you're trying to make a budget. Okay. Now, we have the spirit message next. The spirit message basically is omens and signs from our spirit guides and our angels, our ancestors. If there's been a question or something you've been praying about that you really need an answer for, that is where this is going to be coming from. Is spirit is answering you back. Okay, we have the Ten of Coins. The Ten of Coins is a literal representation of a dragon protecting its treasure. Now, this can mean a couple of things. It can mean someone is protecting the things they've hoarded, or it's a warning not to hoard. There's the Ten of Coins. There is no reason to put a stranglehold over your personal, physical, real-world possessions more so than people. Because the Ten of Coins, when it gets to this point by itself anyway, you're a hoarder. Whether you're hoarding money, objects, or sometimes even just time or a specific place or space, like your home. You may not want anyone to ever go near it. You may not want anyone to ever know where you live or share that space. Sometimes we can actually hoard loved ones where we just don't want to let them out of our sight for a moment. Now, let me see what the crossing card is so I can give this a little bit more context. This happened the other day too, jumping around. Okay. 8 of Wands. This is a bit of a script flip on this one. So the 8 of Wands represents messages of hope, good things coming. And I can't help but wonder if what the 10 of Coins is basically your present, you're holding on to absolutely everything you have incredibly tightly because you're waiting for some good news. So it's not necessarily that you're hoarding well so much as holding on to what you do have super, super tight. But this message of hope, the good news that's going to be coming that you're waiting for, is on its way. So whatever it is that's caused you to shut off away from other people and focus more on material things, and that can be food, it can literally be a house. Like I said, this is, the 10 of Coins is you're cutting yourself off with material world stuff from emotional connections. The good news that you're looking for is coming though, and that's what's going to be able to open you up emotionally, and you're going to be able to form real world connections in replace of material possessions. So hopefully once you get your good news, you'll be able to let go of some of the guards you have up around you, and you'll be able to invite some more people into your life again. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Yep. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm not going to lie, that spirit message is a little confusing. I'm going to think on that one and see if I need to re-record the meaning on that one, but that one's a little off, a little odd. I have a feeling that it's going to not only be very specifically circumstantial or relatable to a very small group. Anyway, headline cards. The headline cards are things that ripple throughout everybody's day. And when I say everybody, I mean the entire world is going to feel the ripple from these specific cards in some way or another. Ace of Wands. New things created. Tons of passion, tons of energy, lots of fire. Fire and passionate things are being made with this energy. The Ace of Wands is basically like an explosion of productivity, an explosion of ideas and passion. And that is crossed with Temperance. Temperance is happiness. Temperance is balance. It is the universe wanting you to have what you need in order to feel comfortable, secure, happy, and be healthy. With the Ace of Wands there, something new and powerful is going to be created to try to make as many people as possible as happy and as balanced as possible as we can get. Which means this is going to ripple through everybody's day and probably resonate for a while. But more specifically, everybody is going to get a little bit more better balanced. Whatever this new thing that is created, it is going to be sweeping across the board and hitting everybody in a good way. Which is a good thing, because honestly, we've needed some new things created to restore balance for a while. Okay. And, sorry, my table is going absolutely batshit crazy here. I need new legs in the worst way for this table. But we're just a small home operation over here, so we don't have the funding for that sort of thing. All right. Now, oh god, I sneezed. Now my nose is running. Okay. I hear the birds outside. Ah, sun's coming out. It's looking like it's going to warm up soon and be a beautiful, beautiful day. Now, this is the energy. This is where I get the energy cards from. Is the Oracle deck that I made. I designed these. Eventually, I'm going to design them a little bit better and possibly offer them for sale. But they're like expensive to make custom cards. So I may get just a couple sets for myself and then sell like the other 8, because it's like a set of 10 for like 200, and it's like so many cards in a board. But those are dreams for a later date, and if I do order special cards, I'm probably going to wind up having them with the tarot card stuff in there as well, so it's a pet project. First, wow, okay, Rado again. Rado is the first card, and it's come up 3 times, I think, this week alone. It legit represents the journey. It's not leaving and it's not arriving. It is the point in between. It's everything that happens to a character in a story in between the beginning and end. It's not about the jumping off or the destination. It's about the traveling and how we evolve as a person. What does the journey actually teach us? Because it's not always the destination that teaches us the lesson. It's all the shit that happens in between that teaches us the lesson. Then the destination is typically the prize won. It's self-discovery as well. And it represents the ever-evolving and ever-turning circumstances of life. Nothing ever stays the same for very long. And if it does, consider yourself lucky if it stays good for a long time. But I mean, it's all ups and downs, bumps in the road. That's life. It's about the journey, the evolution. 1, 1, 1. Intuition. Trust your gut. Trust yourself. Listen to your higher self. Your intuition is going to guide you on this journey of self-discovery, on the journey as you move forward. Things are not going to remain stagnant for very long. Things are going to keep turning. And you need to trust your instincts and your intuition as you move forward on this journey. That's what's going to lead you to the best areas of self-discovery. And this is also an excellent combination for shadow work as well. Shadow work is a deep emotional work that leads you to a spiritual truth and a slight spiritual awakening for those that don't know. But it's basically, to put bluntly, dredge up all the garbage from the past, throw it on the table, and deal with it. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this, and it's going to be a long-term emotional work. And then we have Mars, the god of war, or the planet that represents war. Strength, sex, anger, health, passion, vitality. His day is Tuesday. But Mars doesn't just represent war, it also represents diplomacy. It represents anything to do with war, which means also preparing and training for said war. Mars represents passion and strength, though. More so than anything, it represents what would you be willing to go to war for? What is your passion? Is your journey in trusting your intuition, listening to that inner voice? And your intuition, to me, includes your conscience, your right from wrong. What are you willing to go to war to fight? To either start or stop. That's part of your journey. Listen to your higher knowledge, your instincts, your intuition. That's what's going to lead you there. Seems to me like a lot of people are looking to find something they feel passionate about, and that's good. But this is some angry energy. So today I would honestly recommend trust your instincts, listen to your gut, travel on your journey and learn what you can about yourself, but be cautious not to let your anger and passions get the best of you, because with the war energy out there, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be very angry, and every time they hit one of those little bumps in the road I was telling you about, they're going to fly off the rails, most likely. So just be cautious out there and try to keep tempers calm. Now, today's blessing is the card Uranus, which is the sky god. Basically, he represents expansion. He represents air, light, focus, creativity, goals, confidence. And since he does represent the sky, he represents the vast endlessness of the sky. He represents the openness of it. The clouds in the sky giving us inspiration to see shapes and colors and things. The focus part of it comes from the fact that when we look at the sky and just think and daydream, we can focus on a question for a very long period of time and play out entire scenarios as we stare off into those clouds. And we don't even necessarily realize how long and how much focus we put into it until it's over. So there's that. Sorry, my allergies are going absolutely crazy. Now, today's energy blessing, the Reiki energy that I'm going to send out today. I actually already see which card I want to use. It came up right after I drew the Uranus card, the blessing. So we're just going to do it. And I am going to use my crystal ball as my battery for this. But it's Manaz. This represents mankind. It represents the self, friends, enemies, social culture. It is represented by the willow tree, the bloodstone. It is made up of the elements of spirit and earth. Basically, this represents us in our entirety. But it represents everyone you know, everyone you don't. And it reminds us as well, because it represents the self, that every other person that we see is a person. We all have our own journeys, our own connections. The social structure to which we bounce off of every single day is part of that. So, the energy that I offer up today is the energy of Manaz. And this is so that you can feel the empathic connection to everyone around you. Feel the global connection to all the rest of mankind. I offer you the blessings and the energy of Manaz. This is the energy of mankind. Everyone you see, every person you meet, has their own story, their own history, their own emotional evolution. And this energy I offer will help you connect to that, so that you may better understand yourself and better understand those around you. This energy I offer is the energy of empathy. Feel what everyone else feels, and they will feel you. Feel their emotions and their journey, and they will feel your journey. The only way to understand someone is to know their burdens, to know their path and their past. This is what I offer you. Glimpses into other people's lives as you make your way through the world this day. May you understand and be able to help yourself and others. All right. Those are the cards of the day, energies of the day, blessings of the day. That's all I got for you for the moment. If and when I do have time today, I'm hoping I'll have time later on this afternoon. I should have plenty of time to do a live at some point in between readings, though, hopefully. I know I keep saying that and I keep on letting you guys down. I apologize, but I've just been getting blown up with reading requests. Have a fantastic day, though. I love you all. Hope to see you tomorrow. Blessings.